Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into a topic that, let's be honest, can feel pretty heavy. But I want to reframe it for you. We're talking about estate and financial planning, not as a burden, but as a real pathway to gaining control and finding some peace of mind for you and your family. It's all about taking clear, proactive steps together. I love this quote because it really sets the stage for what we're doing here. Planning for the future, especially with an ALS diagnosis, isn't about looking at endings. It's about taking charge of what you can, making your voice heard, and making sure every single step you take is a win for you and the people you love. So let's start with this big idea. Planning is empowerment. We're going to walk through how turning that potential stress, all those what-ifs about legal and financial stuff, into a solid, structured plan is one of the most powerful things you can do. And let's be really clear, this is about so much more than dollars and cents. The real payoff here isn't just protecting your assets. It's about giving your loved ones the incredible gift of clarity. You're heading off confusion and conflict down the road, and that creates the space to focus on what actually matters, your time together. Okay, so where do you even start? It can feel like a mountain, I know. But the whole journey begins with one single, concrete step. Just getting a clear snapshot of where you stand financially right now. This isn't about judgment, it's just about gathering the facts so you can make smart decisions moving forward. Let's break it down into 3 simple steps. First, just gather your documents. Get all the statements, bank accounts, retirement funds, credit cards, the whole shebang, and put them in one place. Second, track your spending for a month or so. A simple budget or spreadsheet is perfect for this. And third, take a look at your debts. The goal isn't to fix it all overnight, but just to understand the map. You'd be surprised how empowering this step alone can feel. All right, once you've got that financial picture, you're ready to start building your legal blueprint. These are the key documents that become the foundation of your plan. They're what makes sure your wishes are legally protected and crystal clear to everyone. So there are 3 big ones to know about. You've got the will, which says exactly who gets what. Simple enough. Then there's a living trust, which is a great tool that can help your family avoid probate. That's the long, often public court process. And maybe most importantly, there's the power of attorney. This is where you name someone you trust to make decisions for you about your finances or your health care if you're ever unable to. It's your voice, legally protected. Now, for anyone who might need to rely on government benefits like Medicaid or SSI, this next tool is an absolute game changer. It's called a special needs trust. Basically, it's a special container that can hold money for you without messing up your eligibility for those benefits. It can pay for all the quality of life things that government aid might not cover, like specialized equipment, therapies, you name it. It's a fantastic tool. Now for some good news. You don't have to fund this journey all by yourself. Let's shift gears and talk about building your safety net. This is all about knowing and activating the support systems that are already out there waiting to help. First up is SSDI, or Social Security Disability Insurance. If you've worked and paid into Social Security, this program is there to provide income. And here is the absolute key takeaway for the ALS community. Your application qualifies for expedited, fast-tracked processing. This is a huge advantage that can get that financial support into your hands much, much faster. Next, you have the healthcare giants, Medicare and Medicaid. Getting SSDI usually puts you on the path to Medicare eligibility, which is huge for covering hospital stays and medical services. And then there's Medicaid. It's state-run, and it can be absolutely essential for covering costs that Medicare doesn't, especially things like long-term or in-home care. And believe me, the support doesn't stop there. There are so many other places to look. If you're a veteran, definitely look into VA benefits. You've got programs like SNAP for food assistance and LIHEP to help with energy bills. It's always worth doing a little digging to see what's available from federal, state, and even your local community programs. Okay, I want you to remember this number, 7.5%. Why? Because this is the magic number for a really significant tax deduction. Any medical expenses that are more than 7.5% of your adjusted gross income might be tax deductible. And we're not just talking about doctor's bills. This includes things like home modifications, like building a ramp, or even the mileage you drive to appointments. So keep every single receipt. It can really add up to meaningful savings. So, as we start to bring this all together, I want you to think of your plan not as some final one and done task. Think of it as a living, breathing document. This is about creating a legacy of care that can adapt and evolve right along with you and your family. You know, this kind of plan is definitely not something you just set and forget. Life happens, right? Things change. Your family situation, your finances, your health. That's why it's so important to pull it out and give it a quick review, maybe once a year, or after any big life event. It just makes sure that the plan you worked so hard on continues to be the perfect shield for your family. You know, when you boil it all down, this whole process really comes down to one single, powerful question. What legacy of support do you want to build? Every step we've talked about, from gathering papers to signing documents, is really just an answer to that question. It's about designing a future where your loved ones feel supported and your wishes are honored. And please always remember, you are not on this journey alone. For more information, and maybe most importantly, to connect with a community of people who really get it, a fantastic resource is the patient-led platform at ALS.Community. Thank you so much for joining us.